Yo, welcome back to the channel. Kamusta sa inyong lahat? Calcharo, the man, the myth, the disappointment. When Wuthering Waves first launched, Calcharo was the shiny, new 5-star electro DPS that everybody wanted. He had the looks, the lore, and the potential to be the next big thing. But then, reality hit harder than a Gion ult. Turns out, Calcharo's kit is about as effective as a screen door on a spaceship. Nowadays, Calcharo is the guy you bench when you pull literally anyone else. Gion, flying around like a Gigachad. Jinshi, melting bosses like butter. Camellia, is spinning to win like a Beyblade on steroids. And then there's Calcharo sitting in the corner, struggling to generate enough energy to power a single light bulb. But hey, let's not give up on him just yet. Maybe, just maybe, we can turn this sad sack of electro-charged disappointment into a viable character once again. Or, at the very least, make him slightly less of a meme. Because it's about time for Calcharo to finally receive some well-deserved loving from the devs. Let's break down why Calcharo is the way he is now. His kit is like a poorly written Greek tragedy, full of potential but ultimately a letdown. His entire gimmick revolves around his liberation, but good luck actually using it, because his energy regeneration is slower than a nail on a treadmill, and his damage multipliers are about as impressive as a participation trophy. To make matters worse, his hit drops are fewer than a free-to-play player's Primogem stash. This means his damage ceiling is lower than the bar for what constitutes a good character in Wuthering Waves, or in simpler terms, the limited 5-star DPS units. It's like ordering a 5-star meal and getting a soggy sandwich instead. Sure, it's technically food, but it's not what you paid for. And let's not forget his lack of synergy with other characters. While Gion and Jinshi are out here forming power duos, Calcharo is out here playing solo queue like it's a ranked match in hell. So, how do we give our calculator a makeover? First, we need a new Sonata set that doesn't make us want to cry. Tide-breaking courage would be perfect for Calcharo. That is, if the Dragon of Dirge buffs electro damage instead of fusion. And the energy regen requirement is not as high as 250%. Thus, a new Sonata set is definitely needed for Calcharo. The solution is simple. Give us a new Sonata set for Electro that is designed specifically to help Calcharo. Also, a 4-cost Echo with the ability to buff heavy attack to go along with it. And watch as Calcharo's liberation goes from good to goddamn! Next, we need a weapon that doesn't make Calcharo feel like he's fighting with a pool noodle. A dedicated or best in slot 4-star or 5-star weapon with a crit damage substat and a passive that boosts energy regen and attack stats. This would be a game changer. Call it Mercenary Edge or Lightning's Lament, and watch as Calcharo mains rejoice. And finally, we need a dedicated support. Every other element has a support character that makes their DPS shine. Calcharo, he's out here looking for a support group, not a support character. Imagine an electro support unit who buffs heavy attack damage, amplifies electro damage, and acts as a reliable battery for electro energy regeneration. It's the dream team, but let's be real, it's probably not happening. The good news is, we're already halfway through the Renacita arc, which means the next major region is on the horizon. And guess who's affiliated with the next big faction? That's right, Calcharo. If Kuro wants to give him a redemption arc, that is the time. If he gets an event in the next region, aka the new Federation, we could see a limited time 4-star weapon designed just for him, with a crit damage substat and a passive that boosts his energy regeneration, attack, and possibly even his heavy attack damage. Maybe, just maybe, he'll even get a new cinematic moment that makes people remember why they pulled him in the first place. Perhaps showcasing his true strength in the lore, if not in gameplay. And if no new Electro unit is coming in Renacita, then the next Electro character will likely arrive in 3.0. If they happen to be a dedicated support who actually makes Calcharo a true force to be reckoned with, we could witness the greatest comeback since people decided to spend on Wuthering Waves again. Imagine a support who enhances Electro DPS units with energy generation, heavy attack buffs, and additional Electro resistance shred. Calcharo might finally get the backup he desperately needs. While Calcharo's issues are undeniable, there are still arguments in his favor. Not every character needs to be meta to be enjoyable, and his playstyle offers a challenge that some players appreciate. His liberation, despite its flaws, it still has solid damage potential with the right rotations. Additionally, future content, new echoes, and better gear could gradually improve his viability. More importantly, there was a time when Calcharo was everyone's main. He was the face of the game's launch, and many players still hope that one day he can be a viable pick for the game's toughest challenges. Whether or not Kuro listens, Calcharo mains are holding out for their moment in the sun. So, what do you guys think? Is Calcharo salvageable, or is he destined to be Wuthering Waves' official bench warmer? Should Kuro buff him, or should we just accept that he is the game's designated 50-50 loss pull, our version of Dilu? Maybe, against all odds, he'll find redemption in a future patch, or perhaps we should just embrace the suffering that comes with being a Calcharo main. Let me know in the comments, how would you fix Calcharo? Would you give him better energy regen, higher multipliers, or should we just start a petition to Kuro to give him a special buff out of pity? And while you're here, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss another deep dive into Wuthering Waves. Who knows, maybe one day we'll be celebrating a surprise Calcharo rework instead of mourning his lost potential. Until next time, may your pulls be blessed and may your Calcharo finally get the buff he deserves. Or, just pull Gian instead and save yourself the trouble. Thank you so much for watching, maraming salamat po, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye!